Hello everyone. Welcome to What, Why, How session of IS Baba. And today we are going to discuss two things which are in current affairs. That is today's newspaper. Friends, in the very front page, I have found two things to be important. One is the delimitation thing, and the second is the disqualification of MPs and MLAs from contesting the elections. So now, say delimitation has already appeared in the exam in the last year itself. So we will discuss it one more day and we'll discuss it a bit. But this part to be discussed in detail. So, first one, disqualification from contesting elections. So here, Representation of People Act 1951 says, that is, it is banning the convicted persons from contesting elections. So if he is convicted in the court of law, he is banned from contesting elections. So if he or she is not convicted, so they can contest in elections. So the criteria lies with the conviction for contesting elections. Yes, like this. Say now, for disqualification also, say Representation of People Act comes with some criteria. So it divides the crimes into two types, that is the small crimes and the greater crimes. So how it divides? The smaller crimes come with punishment less than 2 years, that is 1 year, 1.5 years, 1.75 years as such. And grievous crimes come with punishment more than 2 years, that is 2.5, 3, 5, 7, 10, etc. So now, Representation of People Act says that if a person is convicted with the smaller crimes, he is banned from the duration of punishment from contesting elections. That is, if he is convicted for 1.5 years, if he is punished for 1.5 years, then for the 1.5 years he cannot contest for election. If he is punished for 1.75 years, so that is 1/3 of a year, so then say he is banned from 1.75 years from contesting elections. Then for the greater crimes, say for example 2 years and above, say for this the person is banned from the duration of punishment plus 6 years. Say if he is convicted and punished for 5 years, so then he is banned from 5 years plus 6 years, that is total 11 years he is banned from contesting elections. So like this. But however, Representation of People Act gives the power for Election Commission to reduce this period and to allow some of the people to contest in election in exceptional cases. So even that exceptional cases has to be written in record by the Election Commission. So I hope you understood this one. Now coming to disqualification from voting. So now contesting election is different. So voting is different. So here the Representation of People Act says that a person who is inside the prison, so he can't vote. Yes, and preventive detainees are an exception. So here preventive detainees, so people who are inside the prison but they are for preventive detention, they can vote. Yes, and say if a person is convicted or if a person is under trial and he is inside the prison, they can't vote. So again, so preventive detention is an exception, but here the criteria is whether you are inside the prison or whether you are outside the prison. So if you are inside the prison, so if you are accused or if convicted, in any case, if you are inside the prison, you can't vote. But if you are out on bail, so if you are out on bail after being accused, or if you are out on bail after even being convicted, you can vote. So if you are out, immaterial of whether you are convicted or not, you can vote. If you are inside, you can't vote. Yes, likewise. So here, Section 62 of the Representation of People Act says, okay, it restricts voting rights, stating that no person shall vote if they are confined in prison or in police custody except for those in preventive detention. So if you are inside the custody, you cannot vote. Yes, like this. So remember such questions, statements, they repetitively come in UPSC. Yes, now come to next. So one environment related article had come, that is the ill effects of nitrogen. Friends, you have to show your curiosity towards such elements which defies your knowledge. So what is defying one's knowledge? Say for example, we have heard since our primary school that nitrogen is necessary for plants growth. Yes, so we have heard about nitrogen fixation, we have heard about rhizobium bacteria, and we have heard about say pulses, they fix nitrogen and they are needed for the plant growth. But here, so the article speaks of ill effect of nitrogen. So if the atmosphere has excess of nitrogen, so then it is harmful for the plants. And if the nitrogen is present in an absorbable form inside the soil, so that is good for the plants. So likewise, now what is the news? According to new research led by some researchers, whatever, coal-fired power plants, they are quietly depleting India's rice and wheat output. That is, the yield of rice and wheat is being reduced by up to 10%. So how it is being reduced? Because of various emissions. The emissions from the coal power plants include carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfur oxides, fly ash, then soot, then suspended particulate matter. So friends, fly ash, soot, suspended particulate matter, all these are the dust particles. Yes, and other traces of gases. Then coming to nitrogen dioxide, so they are phytotoxic, that is, they are toxic for the plants, meaning they stress the plants and have been known to hinder cellular function and interfere the crucial enzymatic activities. So this shows that excess of nitrogen in the atmosphere can be phytotoxic. Yes, so the statements come like this itself. Okay, the atmospheric nitrogen are toxic to the plants. Yes, it is correct. Yes, then the oxides also contribute to the formation of ozone. So, friends, your nitrogen oxide or any other oxide, sulfur oxides, etc., they form ozone. And we also know that this ozone is helpful for the human beings if it is present in the ozone layer. But if it is present inside, so then it is harmful. So, we have heard about ozone deaths. So, this ozone is harmful if it is present in the troposphere of the atmosphere, and it is useful if it is present in the stratosphere of the atmosphere. So, hence, the formation of ozone in the troposphere is harmful for the plants. Then, pollutants produce particulate matter, that is the dust that limits the amount of sunlight available for photosynthesis. So, this dust it clouds or it clogs the sunlight from passing and entering to the plants. Yes, so in Delhi and all, so if you go in winters, it will be completely foggy, so sun never appears. So it is that because of too much of smog and pollution, so the sunlight is never entering to the troposphere, or it is never entering to the earth's surface. So like this, so these are the two articles which I found to be important. And keep reading newspaper and keep updating current affairs. All the very best from my side. Good luck, friends.